Trucking is safe unless you're in a sundown town.
Oh, Sundown Town. Why don't you tell them what that is?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sundown town.
Some of you guys might not know what that is. So,
Sundown town is, I would say, not a safe space.
no, I would say not either.
You know, I'm black.
And I am too.
Yeah, hey, you got some good hair. I
Oh
don't know
my
if you
God.
black all the way.
It's a trip. Thank you.
You better ask your daddy.
Oh my God. Can you believe this? Yes, thank you.
But yeah, so a sundown town is initially a place that, yeah, I mean, it's racist. It's a racist place, guys. In 2025, it's a racist place. They're really not used to having Mexicans there. They're not used to having Palestine people there. They're not used to having blacks there. And we've been in America the whole time.
Yes.
You know, so they're sundown towns, they're hostile towards different races, and they're predominantly white. So guys, we're finna get some rundown and some history on sundown towns.
Yes.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, you see, it look like
Oh,
Martin Luther King going on right
it
here.
does. Wow. It looks like probably was it at 1960?
Yep. Shout out to One Mike History. That's the channel that we're using as fair use. Fair use.
The term sundown town refers to communities in the United States that historically practice a form of racial segregation by systematically excluding non-whites from residing within their town after dark. These communities had rules, both written and unwritten, to keep non-white people, especially African Americans, out of their town limits. These towns existed mainly through the 1800s through the early 1900s, but they weren't just a southern problem. They spread all across the entire country.
Uh-oh.
You remember that town we went through, and you remember you went in and you said the man never said nothing to you. He just
Yeah.
rung you up and looked at you.
Yep. That was probably.
That was a sundown town. We went there in the daytime though, so we wasn't bothered. I was sitting in the truck waiting.
Yes.
You know, I don't got no gun on me. You know, truckers can't carry guns, but I got other means of protection
Yes, he
around here
does.
now. Other means of protection. I'm from the South.
Yes, he
Now.
is. Oh my goodness.
Hey, you know, hey, when I do that,
Yes.
I'm from the South now. I get you.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
you now. Hey, I got stuff in here to protect myself. But like I said, we was in that place, and Sabrina came out and she was like, first of all, I wanted to drive right past the town. Sabrina, she wanted to go in and go get some snacks. You know, if Brainy wants snacks, usually Brainy gets snacks.
Yes.
You know, she
That's
wants
true.
snacks, she usually gets. I try not to give her too many snacks,
Yeah, not
but
too many.
you know, it's kind of hard to say no
Uh-oh.
to your lady.
We gotta limit the snacks 'cause we don't want a big bag. We don't want big bag activities.
Yeah, big bag activities. But she went in there, and then she came out. She's like, the guy didn't even speak to me. People were looking at me all strange, and they were all white. I was like, Sabrina's from Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
I'm from the South. I said, I looked around a little bit like this. I said, yeah, this is sundown town. She said, what's that? What they saying right here on this video, right here.
Within these towns, you might find signs that state, "Don't let the sun go down on you here." Warning non-white people to leave before nightfall. If they didn't, they faced threats of violence and even the possibility of being lynched. Local officials, business owners, and residents in these towns work together to keep the communities almost entirely white. Sometimes there were actual laws that said African Americans or other minorities couldn't buy or rent homes within the area. Even when there
Shame.
weren't laws, white residents would often use threats of violence to enforce this racial divide. Real estate agents helped by refusing to sell or rent homes to non-white people into specific neighborhoods, a practice known as redlining. Banks also
Redlining.
joined
Yes.
in by denying home loans and insurance to
The
minorities
banks
trying
still
to live
have
in
rules
those
against that
areas.
now. Red
Police
lighting.
officers would enforce these rules. They would arrest or scare away any non-white resident who stayed after sundown. As it got dark, you would see more police patrols to make sure that no black person was within the city limits.
Wow.
But sundown towns weren't just patrolled by police. The entire community played a role in keeping the town mostly white.
And you said that the banks.
They're against redlining. That's what I'm saying. They're basically against redlining now. There used to be trainings I would take every year to make sure that we're not redlining and what to look out for.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And it's crazy because you would think in 2025 that wouldn't be going on, but it is,
It's
because
still happening.
redlining
Exactly.
means, see, you see this lady and that black man in that you see how they look in that
In
truck
that
right
car?
there,
Yes.
or that car. You see them white folks out there pushing on the car, bro. They are scared. They want
They're
to get
very
out of
scared.
there.
Yes.
Anyone who tried to stand up to these rules would face economic reprisals that were as simple as being shunned by your neighbors or possibly even losing your job. In other words, everyone in these towns worked together to make sure that these rules were followed, making it very hard for anyone to change them. Living in a sundown town didn't always mean that black people couldn't live there, but if they were found in these areas after dark, they faced threats, harassment, violence, and even lynching. It wasn't just African Americans that were targeted.
Wow.
For example, in Idaho in the 1870s, Chinese people made up about 1/3 of their population. After violent attacks against them and anti-Chinese meetings in Boise in 1886, almost none of the Chinese residents were left by 1910.
That's an
In
interesting
another
fact.
case,
Chinese
in
people
Mending,
bounced.
Nevada,
Yeah, they
there was
bounced.
a law that forced Native Americans to leave by 6:30 at night. What started out as a whistle and later a siren would sound at 6 p.m., reminding them they had to go. This siren would even sound after Nevada passed a law in 2021 to stop such practices, but the town would claim that they were simply honoring first responders by keeping the siren. It wouldn't be
They got a
until
sundown.
2023 that they finally stopped.
They had a sundown town siren.
That's what's crazy about that.
Woo!
Woo! That's outrageous. Oh my goodness.
Get your black ass out of
Oh
here.
God, this is terrible.
Dang.
I know we heard one in Arkansas, but it wasn't that. This was during the
Oh
regular
yeah,
time.
you talking about we
Yeah,
had
that was
the
a safety
Airbnb?
thing. Yes.
The
That was
Airbnb
safety.
had a siren come on Wednesdays. They do that. It's the tornado sound.
Okay.
You know, because Arkansas is in the tornado alley.
That's true.
Yeah. You know, if y'all guys don't know, I'm from Arkansas, so we are tornado alley, and we had sundowns towns. But hey, and black folks there too now.
Yes.
We'll get you.
Oh my God.
using the siren.
Oh.
Rolling back years to the colonial era, you will find the earliest whispers of these exclusionary practices. In 1714,
Wow.
the lawmakers in New Hampshire passed a law called the Act of Preventing Disorder at Night. This law stated that no Indian, black, or mixed-race person was allowed to be away from their home after 9 p.m.
Wow.
Notices about this law were published in a local newspaper in 1764 and 1771 to remind everyone that it was still in effect. After the American Revolution, Virginia was the first state to ban freed black people from entering the state, according to historian Kate Masner.
Virginia.
American laws that restricted where black people could live were inspired by English laws.
That's where my mother's
from the
family is
Tudor
from,
period.
Virginia.
These English laws limited the movement of poor people to make sure that local authorities would not have to take care of them. American officials would use these ideas to prevent the movement of black people into their communities. In 1844, the Oregon Territory, which had already banned slavery,
You know
decided to
Oregon.
ban African Americans altogether. This law was
Bro, look at this man's face.
His eyes.
And like I
His
said,
eyes.
we'll end off on this, but as you see, sundown towns are places where truck drivers do not, but especially truck drivers of color, do not stop in. I repeat, if you are in a sundown town, do not stop there.
Don't do that.
It's
Don't stop
not
there.
safe. You want this guy looking at you as you trying to check out you trying to buy your chimichangas
Yes.
at the All Sups diesel station. You trying to go get your burrito at trying to go get your hot dogs at the Loves in the sundown town. Look like somebody at TA, don't he?
Yes, he does. He does.
You don't want this guy looking at you. bro.
No.
If you guys get anything from this, like, comment, subscribe down below, man, and we'll see you on another one.
Yes.